Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Let's Play Skyrim. Last time, after clearing out Treva's Watch, we made our way here to the Sarethi farm, where we can make a couple of new friends, but to be honest, it's definitely going to be a short stop. I do want to visit the top of this hill to the northeast, because there is an iron vein here. The Sarethi farm itself is kind of unique for a couple of reasons. First, though, let's chat with this gal, Aduri Sarethi.
This place is boring. Nothing but the same thing every day. I wish I could head to one of the capital cities. Maybe even back to Mournhold. Anywhere but here. One day I hope to become a painter, but at this rate it looks like it's never going to happen. Can you imagine how wonderful it would be to set what you see on a canvas so you'd have that memory forever? My sister keeps telling me that the farm keeps us alive, but I don't really call this living. Need something?
Alright, there's that. Now I'd like to try and kill this goat. That could be tough with a rift guard standing right here. You'll notice Aduri didn't have a key to the farmhouse. Let's take all the crops. I'll probably try to sell gourds for the gather wheat favor. Or potatoes. Either one of those are fairly useless. Here's Avrusa Sarethi. Kind of surprised she's out at night. It's all good. There's 94 pickpocket. Let me see if I have found a recipe for resist frost. I have not. That's new. So I want her void salts. And then I want to read that recipe and give it back. So, we have resist frost potion recipe. Resist frost potion, snowberry, purple mountain flower. That's great, but more importantly, I can take it off the list. I'll just give that back. I have no real interest in carrying it around. And I want her garnet, too. We're good. Let's talk to her now.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. What did you want? I have a lot to do around the farm, so make it quick, please. What is it you wanted? I don't suppose you could come back another time. I'm very busy. Yes?
I have gourds to sell.
Honest pay for honest work.
So that's the gather wheat favor for Avrusa down at miscellaneous rift quests. Let's go through her other dialogue now. There's a lot of Nirnroot around here.
Actually, I'm growing it if you hadn't noticed. I'm the only person alive that can cultivate Nirnroot from a seed to a fully grown plant.
How did you accomplish such a feat?
I had quite the mentor. He taught me everything he knew about the Nirnroot and its strange properties. I haven't seen him in many years. I wonder what became of him.
Are you an alchemist?
I used to be. There isn't much time for that in my life anymore, I'm afraid. I actually owned a shop in Vivek City long ago, but I had to leave all that behind when the Red Mountain erupted. Perhaps someday I'll reopen a shop here in Skyrim.
You seem quite exhausted.
Is it that obvious? I've got my hands full here. Between the farm chores, cultivating my supply of Nirnroot, and keeping a tight rein on my sister Aduri, there's little time for rest.
I could help you if you like.
Really? That would be a pleasant change. One of the ingredients I need to cultivate Nirnroot are Jazbay grapes. The acidic content of the juice is perfect for the soil. I need 20 of them for my current crop.
Find 20 Jazzbay. Completed. Find 20 Jazzbay. Bring the Jazzbay to Avrusa Sarethi.
Until next time. It's so good to see you again.
Does your sister cause you a lot of trouble?
Aduri is what some would call a free spirit. She likes to wander the fall forest for hours on end. If we were still living at my alchemy shop in Vivek City, it wouldn't be so bad. She could wander the canals all day. But around here, there's a tremendous amount of work to get done. Not to mention the dangers she's not ready to face.
I've brought you 20 Jazzbay grapes.
Fantastic! I was concerned I had asked for too many, but I'm glad to see you proved me wrong. Let me at least give you something for your efforts. Finding all of these couldn't have been easy. Or cheap.
20 Jazzbay grapes removed. Filter of strength. Potion of plentiful stamina added. Magicka poison. Drought of pickpocketing added. Completed. Solution of lasting potency added. Completed. Bring the Jazzbay to Avrusa Sarethi, which completes the miscellaneous quest Smooth Jazzbay.
Come visit again sometime.
Staying safe, I hope.
Oh, I'll harvest her potatoes in a second, but we're free to harvest all this Nirnroot, which is neat. You'll notice that, strangely enough, Avrusa didn't have a key to her...
I'm busy, but I can always make time to speak with you.
Excuse me. You'll notice Avrusa didn't have a...
Head up to Solitude yet? I hear it's the best place to meet someone who may be willing to teach me to paint.
I'm sorry, Aduri, not this year. Perhaps next year after the harvest. I don't know. There's so much to do.
What do you need?
It's
Not going to be next year, nor the year after that.
I'm getting out of here.
Just care about this farm more than you care about me.
Everything good? Yes. We're good. No horns, naturally. At least we checked. Anyway, as I was saying, you may have noticed that neither of them actually have a key to their farmhouse. I'm not sure if they ever go inside or not. That's 66 lockpicking, and we'll want to explore. We should be friends now. Free to take things. Not that I well, actually that's not true. There are frequently some fairly valuable alchemy ingredients in the basement.
Busy, but I can always make time to speak with you.
Oh, now you can be inside your own house, since I locksmithed it for you. So there's the good stuff. There are more recipes here. We've seen paralysis already. Restore health, surprisingly, we haven't. Restore health potion, imp stool, wheat. So you can take that one off the list. Coolio. Actually, I think the paralysis is too valuable to take, too. Let's look over here, then. Alright, that's it for the Sarethi farm. Oh, not quite. Missed this shelf. I don't think I had fast traveled here to bring my horse into play, so I'm going to do that. Now it's a little bit of finagling to actually get to the next spot, but we essentially want to head out east down this little path we can see. Need to keep my eyes peeled to the right at the start for a corundum vein. It's going to be hard to see because it's just kind of out here. But it's a pretty necessary navigational landmark. So if I get to these rocks here... Okay, I've got a better idea where I am because the tip of this formation almost points due south to the vein I'm looking for. So let's go that direction. Keep our eyes open and we should find it in pretty short order. And there it is. Oh, just kidding. Damn, that looked like a vein when it first popped into sight. I got all excited, but it wasn't. But from what I can see from this set of rocks, I've gone a little too far. It's west of this set. Okay. Up here, maybe? Yes, there it is. Good. Can always sleuth it. Now, due east of here. Dragon flyby, don't care. Past this set of rocks, north of another one. We aren't going to that shack yet. That's the Redwater Den. An important quest location if you side with the vampires in Dawnguard. I plan to side with the Dawnguard, so it's just it becomes just a lengthy vampire-infested dungeon, which is still kind of cool. This next set of rocks is my landmark. Just to the north of it should be an iron vein, and there is. And now, if I head due south from here, I should find another corundum vein. Oh, but I've got a spider to deal with. I think I actually saw him from across the river earlier. It is more or less due north of the Heartwood Mill, but I think I may have gone a little too far. Let me find the iron again, just to get my bearings. Shit, I lost it. It was right around here, I swear. Oh well. I've still got a pretty good idea where to go, so... Or more accurately, I think I can find it from the coastline. Ah, I got confused and veered west. That's what happened. Alright. More or less due south from here. Right at the tip of another aspen grove. Of course, we've got a bear. I need to be alert to that. He's still after me. Because of course he is. It's alright, I have other landmarks I can look forward to. There's just a surprising amount to find scattered out here in the aspen forest that is the Rift. I think it's past all this. Oh no, gone too far. That's alright. Alternate landmark is a clay deposit I should be able to find here along the coast, going back toward Treva's Watch, as you can hopefully see. Here's the clay deposit. The ore vein I'm looking for is east-ish and a little north of here. And it's right at the leading edge of a new set of aspens. Maybe I didn't go far enough north. Or maybe I went too far. It's hard to say. It's around here somewhere. The problem is, like the other, it's more or less freestanding. Oh, come on now, come on. Had enough of idly killing bears and other bullshit. Just give me what I'm looking for. We'll both be much happier. Come on, cough it up. Alright, well, I can look for another formation. If I go to the coast, I should be able to find right on the coastline. Maybe I'm not far enough east. Maybe that's my problem. Because I look here. I wasn't far enough east. It's going to be right around where this bear attacked me. And I've seen it. Thank goodness. Now to the southeast, much easier to find because it's right along the coast, next to another clay deposit. Oh, somebody killed this deer, or elk. Might have been me. He might have been the one I tagged with marked for death earlier. We will keep trucking almost all the way to where the water ends up here. Not quite that far, but close. I'm watching for that clay deposit. It's my key landmark. Naturally, I never saw it. There it is. In the rocks just northwest of it. So theoretically these, there should be one more corundum vein. And there is. Outstanding. Now I want to give Redwater Den a wide berth. Easily the most involved vampire dungeon so far. We'll clear it, but not yet. Instead, I want to skirt west of it. Pretty close west of it, but west nonetheless. And go up this easily visible pass through the ridge. There's a lot of stuff out here without clearly defined paths, which is both fun and more difficult in terms of exploration. That's okay. It is what it is. So up here, right on the left, should be an iron vein. To the right, above Redwater Den, should be a silver vein. There it is. And I think I actually have to mine it. From here, I want to head mostly north and a little bit east for another iron vein. It'll be pretty close to a road that we haven't been on yet. It's right here. Now if we follow along on this side of that road without crossing it, note the Clearspring Tarn right there. That's a pretty good little landmark. Kinda show you where we are. And when we get over here just south of the Tarn, you can see something we have been to on our compass. That's good old Snapleg Cave. Don't worry, we're almost done hunting for ore veins, which I know has to be thrilling. Deal with these wolves, or more accurately, Lydia will. And you can just kind of see where this elevation gain peters out. If we wrap around into here, we will find a moonstone vein. up here. If you want to know where we are relative to where we've been, that path below Clearspring Tarn, we actually already explored all the way up to the edge without discovering the pond. So we're closer to familiar territory than you might think. Finally, we've got almost all the ore veins out of this big open space now. There's one more, and it's very close to our next actual destination, the Rift Watchtower. Right over here, just east and a little bit south of it, is an orichalcum vein. Now we've got a active bandit bounty quest here at the Rift Watchtower. Let me see how much time that took. 25 minutes, that's not bad. So we can go ahead and discover the Rift Watchtower, staffed by bandits. Oh, and we got a new achievement, Explorer. Discover 100 locations. Neat. There's still so many more to discover, but nonetheless, we've already found our first 100. So there, we'll take Rift Watchtower off the discovery list. They are already hostile. I thought maybe I had to get close to them first, but apparently not. Orc Hunter.
Now ain't this a surprise?
So, for whatever reason, he's not even actually called a bandit. Trevor's Watch, this place is not. It's only got 3 inhabitants, if I remember right. And
Now you'll pay.
you need to go inside, Lydia.
You puny weak. I'll show you what a real orc can do.
There's your leader. I need to talk him into coming in range. Lydia, is there some reason you're just constitutionally opposed to actually coming in here?
Pray to stand up while you can.
Apparently not, because there you are.
I fought worse than you.
It's all good. We'll loot down here, then we'll go kill the leader. I believe we've read the Code of Malakath. In fact, I know we have.
I'll find you.
Alright, let's go up there and deal with the leader.
You're a fool to fight me.
See, I certainly don't want to miss the first shout. I really don't want to send his stuff flying. Lydia does not want to come inside here. How weird.
What do you need?
You're a fool to fight me.
Can't do that. Sorry.
She won't come in. How bizarre.
You can't hide from me. You can't hide from me.
Okay. Well, he's higher level, so I certainly need to be careful. Hallgerd's Tale is a heavy armor skill book we've already read. I think we've read The True Nature of Orcs. No, we haven't. This is a new book. The True Nature of Orcs. Take it off the list. Orcs were born during the latter days of the Dawn era. History has mislabeled them beast folk related to the goblin races, but the orcs are actually the children of Trinimac, strongest of the Altmeri ancestor spirits. When Trinamac was eaten by the Daedroth Prince Boethia and transformed in that foul god's insides, the orcs were transformed as well. The ancient name for the orcs is Orsimer, which means the pariah folk. They now follow Malok, the remains of Trinamac. Who is Malok? He is more commonly known as the Daedroth Prince Malakath, whose sphere is the patronage of the spurned and ostracized, the sworn oath, and the bloody curse. He is not technically a Daedra lord, nor do the other Daedra recognize him as such, but this is fitting for his sphere. Of old he was Trinamac, the champion of the High Elven pantheon, in some places more popular than Auriel, who protected them against enemies without and within. When Trinamac and his followers attempted to halt the Velothi dissident movement, Boethia ate him. Trinamac's body and spirit were corrupted, and he emerged as Malakath. His followers were likewise changed for the worse. Despised by everyone, especially the inviolate Auriel, they quickly fled to the northern wastes near Sarthal. They fought Nords and Chimer for a place in the world, but did not get much. In Skyrim, Malakath is called Orki, or Old Knocker, and his battles with Ismir are legendary. Well, there you go.
That it? That your best?
You won't get the best of me.
Lydia won't come inside. He won't follow me downstairs. So what do I do? Maybe he will follow me downstairs.
I'll skin you alive.
Your kind has no place here.
No one bests an orc.
What do you mean? Can't do that. Sorry.
What's your fucking problem, Lydia? Maybe if he turns to face me. I was going to say, if he turns to face me, I might be able to use unrelenting force to push him down the stairs.
No one bests an orc.
The thing I don't like about unrelenting force is that no matter what, they always stumble backwards. So I have to make sure that backwards is where I actually want him to go. Come on, dude. You can do it. Just come on down here.
I'll show you what a real orc can do.
Come on down the stairs. It's alright. It won't hurt you.
Just a scratch.
Hey, good. Knocked him loose. Oh, he even came outside.
I'll kill you if I have to.
There we go. That's all I needed. Down he goes. Completed. Kill the bandit leader located at Rift Watchtower. Collect bounty from Anuriel. That should clear the place. Let's wait for the chime. There it is. Lovely as ever. Rift Watchtower is cleared. Let me see how I'm doing on time. 35 minutes. Ah, we're good. We're so good. The chest is the only thing I hadn't searched. Turns out to be rather an anticlimax, I'm afraid. Now we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but there's nothing left to find. In order to proceed in an orderly fashion, I'm actually going to fast travel back to Snapleg Cave. It's nice and logically close to the next place I want to go. So I work my way back down this path, ostensibly a little toward East March, but not really. Just watching for that steep but navigable path up the hill. We came up here once already with the, up here to get this iron vein, which may now be reharvestable. It is. Awesome. All the way up to Spring Tarn. I could skip that switchback. Doesn't really matter at all. What does matter is note this lower fork here on the left, but we'll go up here first. There's Clearspring Tarn discovered. Very nice. It may not seem like it, but we are more or less plowing straight to Riften now. Very little to actually do between here and there. The distance is why that might surprise you, but we're kind of going to beeline. You'll be amazed how fast we'll get there. We got hunters. I can't check their pockets while they're actively shooting the deer. That's alright. The tarn itself is just this tiny little pond. There is an apprentice-locked chest under the water, which we probably want to be sure we get. Whether it actually winds up having anything good or not. I guess we can probably check their pockets now.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for you.
Got a few useful things. They often do. Oh, my carry weight is getting up there. That's fine. We'll offload after this. Always make sure to summon my horse before I ever actually get encumbered.
You could have just...
Oh, come on. It always does that.
Your hands to yourself.
Perfect. So we already nicked the little everything, actually, on the south side of the road. Let me angle north a little bit, up above the tarn, just to get this gold ore vein that's right here. There's plenty of other stuff to get, but we'll do it as we explore. Let's fast travel, so we've got our horse. And now what I'll want to do is go back down to that lower fork we mentioned. And duck in here, where lo and behold, there's a Clearspring cave. Minor though it is, this cave actually has a unique weapon in it. You can already see we're going to wind up fighting one troll. An ore vein here, a few ingredients here, and along the little bridge. And it's starting to come clear to me that I'll probably need to help Lydia with this, because she's insufficiently aggressive. I know that. It forced me into a kill cam. So sorry. And that should be enough to clear the Tarn as well. Good thing we summoned our horse, because we're just going to hit our carry weight limit. So you can go down into the water on both sides. With the death of that troll, Clearspring Tarn is cleared. So we can take it off that list as well. Bridge is already clear, so let's just jump down here. In addition to the hanging moss, this side has a searchable skeleton. And lo and behold, an ebony mace. That goes in my home stash for now. If I find a second one, Lydia can have it. It's not a huge improvement over the ebony war axe anyway. Search that deer. This pile of leavings, which is kind of disgusting. What we really want is up here, where there are a few goodies. Copy of the skill book version of Vernacus and Borlore, which we've already read. The unique item, the Bow of the Hunt. I'll take it off the list. You can't disenchant it, unfortunately. But animals take 20 points of extra damage. The chest is rather an anticlimax, but that's okay. We're about due for we're definitely due for an offload, and the timing's probably going to work out to end the video when that's over. Let's make our way out and back to where our horse is.
Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside.
Wow, Lydia, really? Let's just make our way back up to where we left our horse, and we'll make a quick trip to Whiterun. Alrighty. Carry me home, brother. No vampires now. I don't particularly care if they show up later. Alright. Well, something grand and glorious is about to happen. Once I make 2 iron ingots are off the list. Let's start making steel. I can make 9 with what I'm carrying, which leaves me needing 89 more. We'll keep those 10 iron ore veins in hand. I certainly have 10 corundum stashed. To make 10 more of those bad boys. And just, the mind boggles from nearly 800 all the way down to 0. I've got all the iron ingots I need. It's fantastic is what it is. Alright. I don't recall seeing any ingredients I cared about. Nope. Oh, let's head over here. Always with this part, huh? Yes, it's true. Alright, I think it'll actually be a little faster this time, both because there's less stuff, and I think a huge portion of the lag comes when it's still generating "you're carrying too much to run" messages, which should run out rather quickly, because I'm not that over-encumbered. Alright, good. No enchanting. I'm checking on a couple of speech checks I know I need to make, and looks like we're just fine. Bow of the Hunt goes upstairs. The Ebony Mace is going to go into my stash. Alright, that's largely done. Pure smithing supplies. That would be the pelts and hides and gems and gold and strips. Not the steel ingots. The Ebony Mace goes in here. The Ebony War Axe, wherever it is, comes out. Yes.
Papa! I got you a present, Papa. I hope you like it. Brave is a big meanie.
2 Dragon's Tongue.
Lars and me
Alright, we'll hold on to those.
to do. I don't want to play with her anymore.
Check their chest. It's still empty. Roll up here. Out come 10 of these Coronamors. In go the last 2 iron ingots. These 9 steel ingots. Oh, I had found something else, but I guess not. Okay, cool. Back out to the smelter. Make 10 more steel ingots. With 10 more, I will need 79 more. Oh, let me go drop those. Bow of the Hunt goes in here. And that's that. So, checking my time, I have a couple of minutes. Ah, good. Okay. That's what I was checking on. We're good as far as all that goes. So let's head back to Clearspring Tarn. Speech is at least 25. I'm good to make it through everything I have to do in Riften, which is good. Oh, yeah, I got 3 minutes. I'll explore a little bit. What the hell are you doing, horse? Do not run up here unattended. That's really, really stupid. And it will result in you getting killed. You'll aggro shit I'm not ready to fight. You just stay here, son. You understand me?
Someone there?
Now, where the fuck is Lydia?
Someone there?
Oh, good God. No, seriously, where's Lydia? I was pretty sure she was in Whiterun with me. I never told her to wait anywhere. So what's the problem? Yep, she's right there. She's in follow mode. What, did she just take off after those deer like my stupid horse did? I don't know. She's right here. Alright, as long as I got eyes on her, I'm happy. Let's roll up here a little bit. If we get past this first string of rocks, we can find a few ore veins. Where did she go? There she is. We saw that bear earlier. One more swing, Lids. Come on. There you go. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Our next target is that cave right there. We're going to fight 2 whole mages in order to clear it out. I'm not going to do that until the next video. What I am going to do in this one, if you just... Finding the ore around here is as simple as hugging the rocks on the left. We have a corundum vein right here. Somewhere up here is an orichalcum vein. I am curious about why I can't find it. Where the hell is it? From what I see on the map, it should be right around these rocks right here. No, it's past them a little bit. Obviously want to be careful of that dragon roost. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. You know, with that in mind, I'm going to let the orichalcum slide. If that's gonna happen, we'll just let that one go. Or maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll come at it from the other side when we're actually exploring that dragon roost. Alright, instead let's head southeast. Or I should fairly easily find an iron vein. Right around here somewhere. You always think it's going to be easy when you see it on the map. Right up until you have to actually start looking for it, but it's... I think I've actually gone a little too far south. It's north of these rocks, as well as being north of a small cluster of aspens somewhere. This looks promising, but I don't see a vein. Well, here, this may be an easier way to track it down. From that apparently off-limits corundum vein, the iron, or a calcum vein, the iron I'm looking for is more or less due south. And sure enough, there it is. Let's roll on up to Boulderfall Cave. Note the path splits. The right fork leads to the cave. The left continues on elsewhere. I'm going to briefly take the left fork and wander out into the woods, more or less due east from the cave. Let me make it so I am due east of the cave. East and just a little bit north, at the southern edge of an aspen grove, should be another corundum vein. There it is. Here comes a spider. I want to keep exploring east. All just about to the road between Fort Greenwall and Shorestone. As over there is yet another corundum vein. It's tucked away a little south of the rocks. We got a wolf and a spider. Joy. Alright. There's a point where the rocks more or less touch the road. If I head due south from there, Alright, smack inside this grove of trees. There should be a corundum vein. And there it is. I've head due south of here, keeping west of Fort Greenwall. I don't want to aggravate those bandits. But up at the ridge above Fort Greenwall, you can see the slice I'm angling for right here. Let's just make sure we don't aggro any bandits. And suddenly there are the Riften stables. Told you we were close. Other business always calls, it seems. Oh, great. For a second I thought Lydia was actually stuck in block mode again. Last damn thing I need. Alright. There's a dead cave bear. Lovely, lovely. Hopefully we can find my iron vein without further molestation. As I promise, it is somewhere in this ridge. Relative to Fort Greenwall. There it is. Never mind, we found it. Alright. We got a few more to find as we circle back to Boulderfall Cave, and then we'll end the video there. Let's head due west from here, skirting Autumn Shade Clearing just to the north. Good grief. Are you fucking kidding me? It never is. It never is. I guess we didn't really need to get Temba's bear pelts in advance, did we? Alright, let's try again. Due west from this one. Skirting Autumn Shade Clearing to the north. We should find another iron vein in a sort of patch of rocks just before we hit the point where Autumn Shade is due south. So, right around here. And there it is. Delightful. That one was easy. I like it when they're easy. If we keep on toward Redwater Den from this side, you'll notice a dragon mound off to the southwest. When that dragon mound is more or less due south, right at the tip of one of these rock formations. Oh shit, a goat. Of course, you gotta give me something else to do, right? Oh, for fuck's sake, really? This goddamn bear, too. Oh well. We'll deal with these in order. Sounds like the bear is already messing with Lydia. Goat doesn't even have the decency to drop horns. Somewhere around here is that vein I'm looking for. Let's deal with the bear first. One thing at a time. So from this tip, if I head due south, the ore vein should be right nearby. I got a fucking spider too. Because of course we do, right? I mean, why not? There's the ore vein. At least I found that. Let's take care of it right quick. Bear's down. Deal with the spider too. Okay, last thing. Hug the walls going back to Boulderfall Cave. And want to stay on the lower level relative to it. Don't want to aggro the mages yet. We'll fight them in the next video. But right here below the cave is one more iron vein. Alright. Now we'll loop around, get ready to rock the cave itself. But you see how well rewarded you are with exploration? You shouldn't ever have to buy anything in this game. Everything's out there if you just take the time to look. So, right here is where I'm going to save and end the video. This has been Let's Play Skyrim. The only locations we cleared were, well, there were three actually: Sarethi Farm, the Rift Watchtower, and Clearspring Tarn. Next time we'll do Boulderfall Cave and Autumn Shade Clearing. Moving on toward Riften. And we got our Explorer achievement. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please consider clicking on an ad, liking, sharing, subscribing. These things really help me out. If you do none of the above, I nonetheless truly appreciate the time you spend watching, and I hope you have a great day.